Can you hear?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks, Madhu.
Can I have a look at Madhu?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yes, I can. Yes. Hi, Madhu.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Madhu, go ahead and share your birth date as well as your question.
Yeah. So I'm Madhu. My date of birth is 14th April 1982. I would like to understand about my career, how to go about. Like I'm been a bit confused. One is to study further, or I'm a or go into occult science. I'm also a sound healer, so I want to pursue over there as well. But the finances actually stops me. So there's a lot of confusion how to go about. But my heart always goes for the healing thing.
Okay. Shall I continue?
Yes. Yeah. Thanks.
Madhu, the sense that I'm getting is that it's you start things very easily, but you kind of leave halfway. Is that
Yes. Yeah.
you have multiple ideas and multiple things in your brain running, but you don't respect your own self, and you feel maybe it's not worth it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Right.
So any idea that comes into your mind, it just kind of doesn't germinate it further because your own lack of self-worth puts you down. Yeah.
Correct. And also, I won't be knowing what action to take on that.
Okay. Oh. So the runes that have come out has definitely an Odin rune. If people can see around here, you are being blessed. What is happening in your case is, you have a lot of gifts, but you're not happy with yourself. And you're not happy is because there is a problem in your childhood. Something has happened in your childhood because of which you have chose to see life in a very different way. You're not self-confident about yourself, and that is why, despite having wonderful ideas that are coming across to you, you are not being able to execute, is also because the stop in process. So my honest suggestion is, I can see a possibility of both things together here. I mean, why both? I see you because the presence of Odin Rune himself presence here, he can just change your life in a different way. Is there a possibility for you working during the day and doing your sound healing during the weekend or in the evenings and then still go about it? Can your physical body take that?
Yes. Yeah.
So then
Yeah.
where is the confusion?
But I'm not getting that pattern, or don't know how to, because that weekend should I have to spend my energy and time utilizing on the healing part or study something else so that my career get advanced. So that's a confusion.
Yes, so you can, what the runes are saying is you can do both.
Okay.
There is a possibility of you doing both, and with because the kind of energy that you carry, any amount of knowledge or information in your life will help you. But
Okay.
there is something which you are not to realize. I think you are stuck up with financial status, financial growth. Yeah.
Yes.
So that is why what are you studying at the moment?
I haven't studied. I'm planning to study CMA.
And at the moment, what are you doing?
I'm working as an finance manager in one of the company.
You're working as a finance manager. Does this job appeal you?
Yes, yes.
It does. So then you should study this ahead, because that kind of information, that kind of calling is important. But at the same time, you are also being prepared for your future endeavors, and that is why your healing business is coming. So when you are studying, you can study in the weekends. If the sound healing session you can take at night. See, for you to be extraordinary, you have to do extraordinary things. You have a possibility of being, I'm sorry, yeah, I can show you. Yeah. You have a possibility of being something extraordinary.
Okay.
You are gifted. This is a rune of gift. You're born with gifts. You're born with power. It's your self lack of worth which is stopping you. Something in your past, let's not discuss in public, but it's just that something in your past is stopping you from that. You choose that path. You are still choosing the past. You are not choosing your present, and you're not choosing your present. That is why Odin is here to help you negate your karmas. Now, that past could be in your childhood or it could be in your past life, but Odin's presence is here to negate it. Only thing is, you have to work extraordinary. So, if you want to, for example, the kind of energy your body is carrying right now, you are capable of doing 5 to 7 things minimum at a point of time in life. So for example, if you are having a business, if you had been a businessman, I would have told you, please expand on different horizons.
Okay.
So you are just standing in a shell. I want you to grow on all the aspect, and you have that capacity. So the cards are the runes are asking you to move ahead with your teaching, with everything. But for that, you have to make an ultimate sacrifice of your own life, whatever is existence. But you work hard now, so maybe when you're around 40 or something, you will be an established person in whatever field you are. Have a long-term goal. Your body should be able to take it. My first question, because you, I feel, are a little lazy.
Lazy, and I'm a bit weak as well.
No, weak is your choosing. Lazy is what you are. It's your dormant energy.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah. But you have the gift of soul, so you can't be weak unless you choose to be a weak person. You have this gift. Yeah.
Fine. Thank you. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you so much, Madhu.
Yeah.
Thank you for
Thank
coming
you.
on. Thanks, Nirjarra. My goodness,
welcome.
that is, you're right. When the question is really specific,
Yeah.
the answer has so much detail and so much insight, and it's so rich. So I'd like to understand, Nirjarra, it's amazing how you did that reading. Is that because each of the symbols have a set meaning, or is it dependent on the sequence that they're appearing in? Because you did mention that, and in Madhu's case, for example, we had Odin's presence.
Yeah, it just comes across, Yeah.
So could you tell us a little bit more about the symbols and the runes themselves, and how do you do this reading?
So the reading comes definitely because of the symbol. But also, when I looked at Madhu, I was trying to connect, with the help of runes, I was trying to connect to Madhu's energies. And it said a lot of things. So even before the reading started, I gathered a lot of information about that. That, okay, I could see the pattern. I didn't want to say it that it's laziness on a public forum, but if you'd have been in a private session, I would have probably said a lot of other things also, because he has a potential, immense potential. You don't get a Odin rune and a gift card together. So that means Odin is here to help you with your gift. That is something extraordinary, he's an extraordinary person. And I'm sure, Madhu, in future, if you follow your soul path, you're going to reach somewhere very high, I'm really hoping in that way, So the point is, you have those symbols, but you pick up on the energies, and then there is something intuition, which runes help you to do that, So it's on different levels. You kind of read that on that aspect.
That's amazing. That's really, really amazing. And every time you mention something, Nirjarra, and I saw, Madhu's say, yes, that's true, that's right.
Yeah.
Every time I felt, my goodness, that sort of pinpoint precision of knowing and having that sort of insight is really, really beautiful and magical, like you mentioned.
Yeah, it's magic. Runes. Yeah, it's magic. Even before the session started, the information started flowing through. And that happens with every person. It's not just that I'm somebody special. No, I would love to think that I'm somebody special, but sorry, I can't take the credit. It's what runes are. They give you that information. They give you that knowledge. They just open up your psychic abilities. So they magnify it. In fact.
How amazing!
Yeah.
Nirjarra, should we take on one more person before we go on? Yeah.
Yeah, please.
I'm going to quickly check. We have Ansh. I can see Ansh. Let me look at. Ansh, I put in a request to unmute you. Okay, it's disappeared. I think it's under Himali. Its name. Yeah, Himali, I've put in a request to unmute you. Can you hear us?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah.
Hi, ma'am. How are you?
Hi, can I see you? I'm sorry.
My
Yes.
video is on now.
Yes.
Yeah,
Now I can see.
yeah.
Yes, Amali. Yeah.
First of all, your tattoo is excellent.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
I want to ask my for my son.
Okay. May
So
I
when
have
is
his
the-
birth date also?
Yeah, I am mentioned. It's a 7/10/1998. 7/10/1998. He is a lawyer right now. He's practicing.
Hmm.
He wants to go for LLM next year.
Okay.
He will go.
Okay. Absolutely. There is no reason why he should not go. Absolutely.
He is very
He's
firm.
thinking, he's thinking of doing something else also after this.
Yeah, he wants to do something in finance with
Yeah.
finance something,
Yes. Because
or a
that is,
solicitor he wants to do.
he is a warrior. He is a warrior spirit. And no wonder he has chosen to be a lawyer, because lawyer is the one who supports the people who are kind of, not the weaker section of people. Lawyers are the people who, with their knowledge and information, support the people. In his past, he was a strategician. So he was working with few people, and he is a warrior community. So I mean, maybe in this life he's born in a different community, but in his previous life he's a warrior, and he has an anger. Trust me, he has a huge anger control, which is very right for him, because he belonged to a warrior community. Warrior community need that aggression in their life. So in this life, you can ask him to reduce that karma, because now he's going to be in a place where the client can attack him also. The client can also sue him, So he needs to put that thing down, but otherwise, yes, he's sorted. So I think that's the only trouble with him, is that he's a little impatient. His eyes, I think he wears specs.
Yeah,
He does. His eyes, I can see that, he's wearing specs. He's got a weaker eyes, so he needs to take care of the eyes. He if he can do Surya Jal Chadana in the morning every day, that will purify him. So the water element will calm his anger down. The sun will help him to come to the right alignment, because he is little wayward. He wants to do quite many things. He was a very ambitious person, very strong.
Yeah.
So in his past life, definitely he was somewhere where he was on a very high level. He was a strategician, and probably he was a warrior on path. So there are sometimes when people who just stay and they only enter the battlefield at the last moment. So maybe in future he will be kind of on a place where he will come only in the last picture for the case. So he will do a lot of work, but his presence will only be needed at the last moment. So you hire those special people, kind of things, in lawyer. I don't know what you say that, but you hire extra help. You have one lawyer, and then you have counselors, and then you have a people above counselors. I'm not sure how the system works, but what I'm seeing is the hierarchy. So his job is basically to run on a top level and only come into the picture when it is needed. And he will have a good network. He will have good associates. He'll have good network, provided his tongue. He has to understand that lawyers, so they become a little tricky, and he's a warrior, so they lose it like that. So if he's able to do that, he's lucky.
Because he was so fixed, around fix 6 he was. So he's fixed. I want to do law only. There is no plan B. As a parent, we thought, you just think twice, but he was so fixed. He wants to do this, and after this LLM, and after this solicitor. Yeah, so I'm worried. He's in good way. Like,
if you want to think positive. Don't be worried. Worry is a negative vibration. You are sending that to him. You say, yes, I know you're going to be an MLM or whatever, solicitor or a good counselor or Chief Justice of India, whatever you want to, you think on those lines. Because his soul needs your soul's and family's support, like, I mean, then it can work. Amazing.
My father-in-law is also a lawyer. So he's like,
तो सो चिंता है. I'm sorry. क्या tension क्या है फिर यार? What's the worry? I just say it and I assumed you're Gujarati.
Yeah, I am Gujarati. Yes.
Yeah. So I just, so don't worry, don't be that Guju mama, please. Allow your son to go his path.
I am not at all. His father is worried because some nowadays London is also as a task.
London, why you want to send him there? You want to send him there to study?
Yeah, UK. UK is the best for Indians.
Yeah, that is it. My son was in UK, but he can do some courses online also, and he can still get the same degree.
But he wants to go. I want experience.
Yeah, I can experience. It's a good experience. Why not? Okay. Any which was this card is there, this rune is there. So it will take him places. Warriors don't stay in one places. They need to go different places. So it's part of his soul plan. So why are you worrying about? If you have enough funds, please go ahead. And he has a gift to be somebody good.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Next time I come to, if there is any problem, he has to give me discount. Huh? I helped him shape his career. You have to give me discount. From one Gujarati to another.
Your number only, you just call. He will call you straight.
Thank you so much. Yeah, okay.
Thanks, Somali. Thanks, Nirjarra.